Welcome to Bizlife in China. Robert Toomey from Los Angeles, California. He's been in China for 15 years. Other people say they do business in China. Robert says he talks business in China. Now, what exactly does he mean by that? Stay tuned and we'll find out.
Come in.
Come in and sit down. May I help you?
I think this book is too easy for me. I want to learn fast.
I understand. Many people think our books are easy. They're getting a lot of misinformation all over Beijing. About 95% of the people that come in here start at the beginning.
As the saying goes, kill two birds with one stone. As the president, Robert let the student transfer the senior class and charge more money. However, he refused to do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, it's impossible. They are doing nothing more than talking in the same way that people all over China is doing is everything. Do it fast, do it fast, do it fast. And language learning just isn't fast. I don't care if you're brilliant, you're not going to learn to speak a foreign language any quicker than you can.
As for the questions raised by the student, Robert's partner, his wife Fan Fang, holds the same opinion.
我以前也跟你一样，年轻的时候犯的同样的毛病，就是说，哎呀，觉得英语应该是快学，我要去跟人家谈判，等等啊。实际上我吃了很多亏，因为我基础打得不好，对吗？我没有把基础的东西练好，所以呢，就是从那以后呢，我就是每回去，要是有机会去美国，我就去他的那个书店的那个 Children's Corner， 去他孩子的一角，然后呢，还买了这些书，再把这些东西应用到你实际生活当中去，把它练好说准，真的很重要。所以呢，练好基本功，一定是对你有帮助，对你有好处的。好，那就这样。
谢谢。
不客气。
Now, Robert is 65 years old. He used to be an excellent professor who taught English in the States for more than 30 years. 15 years ago, he met Fan Fang and got to know her. After marrying, Robert came to Beijing, China.
I came to China because I heard they needed teachers in China. And when I came here, I found out they really needed teachers because there were a lot of people who were saying they were teachers that were not teachers. And the Chinese really weren't learning to speak English really well. In fact, it was...
After their deliberation, Robert and Fan Fang decided to set up an English training center. At that time, they didn't have enough money, so money was their biggest headache.
So we tried to borrow from the credit card. We borrowed from our relatives, and we did everything we could to, make sure we had the amount of money which was required by the bureaus.
They chose the most glamorous street, Wangfujing Street, as their school site. Although 3 years ago, they moved to Dongdan, they often visit the old site.
Our school used to be in an office building here. It was the Wangfujing Women's Collection Building, and now it's Beijing Hotel. We were in this building for 9 years and saw incredible changes on Wangfujing Street.
So I wonder when will this building be finished?
Not for a couple of years.
Not for a couple of years?
That's what I've been told.
Okay, so maybe we will open a new office here.
Maybe.
We will move back.
Maybe.
Okay.
Now, they had their investment capital, they had their location, they finished all the paperwork and had their license. Everything was ready for the students to arrive. As the Chinese say, 万事俱备， Zhiqian, Dongfeng. How are they going to get students? They decided on a very brave recruitment strategy. No advertisements for the school.
When the school was set up, Fan Fang intended to make some advertisements on media to enlarge the sources of recruitment. But they could not afford the fee. Improving the teaching quality was the only choice in front of them.
Actually, I wish we could have had the money to do that advertising, you know, but we didn't have the money. Then we had to find out a way to do things well. How could we do that?
We just didn't have any money for advertisement. But what we found out was, we have a saying in my country, if you build a better mousetrap, the whole world will come to you. And we have a better mousetrap. We have good education here. People recognize that. They see it. Yeah.
Okay. Page 14, jobs. Jobs, you're going to work with me right now. What's his job? He's a teacher. What does she do?
She's a police officer.
What's his job?
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Is she a businesswoman?
No, she isn't. She's a...
Your names, one time, two times, and stop. Go.
Do you spell your...
Oh, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name? How do you spell your first name? My given name. Comer of China.
Yes.
Name, what's his job? Where does she work? What's your mother's? What's your father's? What's your best friend's? Okay. Best friend's name, job, and the name of the company.
Australia. Ryan is from Australia.
It's from the United States.
And from the United States. Jennifer and John, the United States. Who is from Canada? They are on tour in the United States.
No pain, no gain. Their hard work has paid off. All the students who have studied here appraise the center.
非常风趣，非常幽默。而且在课堂上能跟我们融到一块去，我们都有这个学习的兴趣。
在这里上课的话，感觉比较趣味性浓一点。
就是他可以说是用中国话来说，就是孜孜不倦。因为什么？因为假如说我有一个单词或我有一句话，我不会的时候，他会重复的，然后呢去教我，然后呢加深我的记忆力，然后还有这个印象，然后就直到你能记住，然后能会为止，就是这样。他对工作非常的认真跟负责。
From its beginning to today, during the 15 years, lots of students have attended this school. Focus on teaching quality is the secret of their success.
My husband and I, we discussed about it, and he told me that if you do education well, people will tell other people about your school, about your education, about they can learn here at your school. So the word of mouth basically is the most important.
Robert's wife, Fan Fang, describes her relationship with Robert using an old Chinese expression, fu chang, fu sui. In other words, as the husband sings, the wife follows. Over the past 15 years, their thoughts have always been in harmony, but with one exception.
Lena,
老师有个问题，您看一下，就是现在这个班就是他已经有10个人了，完了呢还有2个人来报名，还有3个人打电话也想进这个班， 我们能不能在保证我们学生上课质量的同时，能让这5个人尽快的上课？
报的人比较多，
对，
也就是说我们有
它超出了我们
有 waiting list
10个班
了，有些人在等着要上课。
对。
那这样我看看跟 Robert 商量一下，看看我们怎么把这个新班尽早的这个给开，尽早的开课。但是我要跟罗老师沟通一下，好吗？
也就是说，我们必须要维持那个我们的原则，就是一个班最多只能有10个人。
看一看情况，我们看但是也要保证学生尽早的开课。我们看有没有一个解决方案，好不好？
好，
那行，那就这样，And my husband wanted to minimize our class size within 10 people. That means the money lost, and you couldn't enroll more students. I fought, against him over and over. I tried to convince him to change his strategy, but he didn't agree with me.
The only problem Fan Feng and I really had with each other was how many people are we going to teach in a classroom, and because she had a different idea than I did.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
May I talk to you about today's work?
Sure.
Sure.
What's up?
Our secretary, Alina, told me the new enrolled students, they want to start their classes as soon as possible. So I'm wondering if we can put 2 or 3 more students in each class.
Well, I don't see any educational reason to do that. Educationally, what we have is the best system going. I understand people want to start immediately. We'll start them as soon as we can, but I think educationally it's going to be bad for us if we have more than 10 students in, because we advertise 10 students. And quite frankly, as soon as you add 1 more person to these classrooms, the whole dynamics change. 11 people, 12 people is pressing the boundaries from a teacher's point of view.
I understand your point of view, but we will only put 2 or 3 students in each class, and students won't, find it out, or we can make.
You don't think the students will mind?
Well, students won't be mind, I think.
Listen, Fan Feng, it's really going to disrupt the educational process if we bring more people in. I really don't.
What about just 2 or 1?
I don't want to have a conversation about that, because two more now, 3 more later. I don't want to get near that. 10 is too many, really. I would like to have 6 or 8 maximum, but we have 10, and I don't want it to be more than that. So don't ask me again.
Well, I know you always want 10, no more than 10, and I have my reasons,
Sure.
But I will go with your idea.
Good. I think mostly what I hear, you're wanting the students to get in, and for you that translates into money. And where I'm coming from is it translates into bad education. It's just a different perspective.
Okay.
I've taught 20 and 30 students in a classroom. It's not really effective education. Every teacher knows it. Real teacher knows that. So what do you think?
I think you are right.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay. Yes, I would like to make more money too, but I just don't want to disrupt the educational thing. And, what we need is more teachers if we could ever find them.
Okay. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
My Chinese partner is my wife, and she wants this school to be successful, and she's not stealing from me or anything else. She's running the schools so that it'll be effective that people are being educated and that I'm doing my job. She makes sure I'm doing my job okay.
The evidence showed that he was correct. Teacher can handle the class really well. It's educationally sound. It's really good.
Come here. I want to tell you a secret. Although he's been in China for 15 years, Robert's Chinese is really terrible.
现在可以点了吗？
可以。
It's okay. Your food is okay.
Food is delicious.
Delicious.
I like the food.
Yes, thank you. 那你可以点菜了吗？
行。我要一个。
Just get a soup.
一个汤吧。
一个汤是吧？今天是奶油土豆汤可以吗？
行，就要一个土豆汤就可以了。因为我吃过。
好的。
He has some surviving Chinese. He can say, "Oh, 你好，对不起，再见，我们去，我们回家 etc." But it's very basic.
I have survival Chinese. I can go home, I can come to work, and I can shop, but I can't have conversations.
Bob, the food is ready. Let's eat.
Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz.
Actually, Robert likes Chinese a lot, but he has few chances to learn it, because everybody around him knows he's an English teacher.
Everybody wants to speak English to him when he is with them. He doesn't really have chance to practice Chinese because language learning takes time and takes practicing. If you don't have a chance to practice, you can't speak the language well.
Although he hasn't learned Chinese well, but he still loves China deeply. The couple had many chances to go back to America during these years. However, they didn't.
I just see the Chinese as much happier than when I first came here. They seem to be having a good time. and Beijing has become probably, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. The parks are beautiful, transportation is beautiful, people's homes are becoming more and more beautiful. Just all I see is positive things happening in China since I got here, 1993.
A persistent man, a happy couple, an enthusiastic school. On the surface, it may appear that Robert is just teaching English, but all his students will tell you that they can feel the love that flows from his heart. Well, that's our story for today. See you next time. Bye-bye.
I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced her to my loved one, and while they were dancing